Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. Let's start today's video off with an update of Derek Lunsford, which I think is recent. In the caption of this post, Derek said his gym has been open for 2 weeks now, giving him even more motivation going into this year's Olympia. And since the last time I covered Derek Lunsford, this guy won the Pittsburgh Pro, and I heard that some people disagree with that decision. Now, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you may have seen that I've really been pushing for Hottie this year, but I'm actually going to walk back on that statement just a little bit. After reevaluating all the physiques, outside of Samson Dowda, the current reigning champ, I don't really see anyone having an edge as far as between Hottie, Derek, and Nick. I think pretty much any one of those guys could end up in second place and of course potentially win, but Samson is the favorite. And I could say that Hottie and Derek have an edge over Nick because they're more aesthetic, but I wouldn't count out the mutant. Trust me guys, I just wouldn't count him out. And next up, we have a recent physique update from Quinton Eriya Quinn Beastwood ahead of the Italy Pro. And as we know, he is currently out in the UK working with our current Mr. Olympia Samson Dowda. And Samson said since Quinton has arrived in just a week, he can already see improvements. And of course, Quinton isn't going to be able to add muscle going into the show, but I'm pretty sure Samson can teach him a lot about stage presence, posing, and just overall showing him how the Mr. Olympia trains. And even though Quint has not won a show yet, I would say he's somewhat having a breakout year. His confidence looks a lot better, posing looks a lot better, physique looks a lot better. I'm excited to see what he brings to the stage. Still going to need a little improvement from the back. And next up, we have a recent physique update from Tonio Burton. Since the last time we talked about Tonio, he won the Legion Sports Fest and also took third at the Dubai Pro. In the caption of this post, he said he is top 5 worthy. And I'll say this, Tonio definitely has top 5 Olympia potential. I will have to look around the scene and see how guys are currently looking, who's currently qualified, to see if that is an accurate statement. But I'll say this, Tonio came from the 212 division and has slowly but surely made improvements. And pretty much every single year, he places higher than people anticipate him to. He placed top 8 at the Olympia, not even weighing 220 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. So who knows? Who knows? And switching over to classic physique, we have a recent physique update from Terrence Ruffin Rough Diesel. Since the last time I covered Terrence, he won the New York Pro and the Pittsburgh Pro. And you guys know I'm very high on Mike Sommerfeld, but I'm also not biased. Looking at this, without a doubt, hands down, this is the most classic physique in the entire division. And over the past year or so, it's noticeable that Terrence has added some size, and also his back double bicep looks to be improved as well. Terrence also has some of the craziest hamstring glute tie-ins I've ever seen. Reminds me a bit of Ronnie Coleman, just a little bit. Very early predictions, but right now it looks like Terrence Ruffin and Mike Sommerfeld are going to fight it out for this year's Classic Physique Olympia title. Ramon Dino looks great, but for some reason we cannot get a legit physique update. We keep getting these side angles, these dark updates. I need an actual update. Now, speaking of the man himself, Mike Sommerfeld, and warning, this could potentially turn into a rant, but this was a recent guest posing by Mike. And again, as I just mentioned, I do think that Terrence overall has a more classic physique, but I'm going to revisit the topic again of why Mike is classic. A lot of people, numerous people have told me that this is a 212 physique, possibly even an open physique. And that is just a crazy statement to me. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Look at this physique and go through the 212 division. You're telling me that this is how guys look in 212. You're telling me that the look Mike Sommerfeld has is very obvious and all through the 212 division. It isn't at all. This is a classic physique look. I don't know, guys. It could just be me personally, but when people say this guy isn't classic, it just absolutely blows my mind. The only 2 guys in 212 that could possibly match this physique is Keon Pearson and Zagarello. Younger guy, great physique, great proportions. 212 is almost just a height division for like 5'5" and under, so. And one last thing on this topic, let's not forget that Chris Bumstead walked into the Olympia every single year, stood next to Terrence Ruffin, Urs Kalasinski, Ramon Dino, Breon Ainsley, and since his reign started, it was never close. No guy even got close to beating Chris Bumstead in a single shot until this guy, Mike Sommerfeld. Now, Chris Bumstead is retired from the division, but I still think that holds a ton of weight. Chris stood next to these guys every single year, and they could not touch him. But when Mike got next to Chris, it was like, maybe this guy is not invincible. But I'm going to try to end the argument here, guys. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about the entire video? But let's wrap today's video up with the archive of the day, and you guys let me know in the comment section below, who is this legendary bodybuilder? As I mentioned before, I've been away from the sport for a little while, so if I left out any details, if I'm wrong about any details, please let me know, guys. Gonna take a little bit of time to catch me up to speed. I gotta watch Fozzy, NSP, Ivan Bodybuilding. I gotta watch like 30 J Cutler podcasts. It's gonna take me a minute, so if you guys can help out, that'll be great. I'm Quinton from Go Fitness. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. That's it. I'm out.